the heck are you bidding on now?
Well, you know, peak auto auctions, right?
Yeah.
You've bought vehicles
guys,
from them before. Yeah. Well, I was on the site and I found this, a 1976 Ford F-600 4x4, and this is kind of rare, dude.
Let's see the pictures, dude.
So here's one.
Yeah.
I can zoom in a little bit, and then we can keep going. Look, twin sticks, yes. 45,000 miles, or 145,000 miles, or 245,000 miles.
You know, four-wheel drives in 76 on an F-600 were pretty rare. Oh,
Yeah.
the interior doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look too bad, right?
Look at the interior, yeah, it doesn't look horrible.
The windshield is gone.
Yeah.
Keys, yes. Runs, yes. Drives, yes. Color red.
But this is stop, Andre.
Wait, it says stops right there. Actual miles. Well, how do they know it's actual miles?
Yeah, it got turned over 14 times.
Oh, our videographer Cole and I,
Yeah.
we're looking at this.
Yeah.
And we
scout something out?
scouted something out. There's a sticker on the door, and it has Mount Bachelor logo on it.
So it was a ski area truck.
It probably was a ski area
Looks like
truck.
the tires are pretty shot.
The tires are gone.
All right. I like it. It's got a really cool patina, Andre.
But look, the body looks solid in most places. You look. We don't have detailed pictures though.
Yeah. How much are we at now?
I am the highest bidder at 3,000, and reserve is met.
Ooh. Is your wife gonna get mad at you when you? You know what? I'll do something.
What?
Don't drag this home. You can keep it at the ranch.
And she will never watch this.
It's 2 minutes left now. This is tense. All right, what can we do with the Tommy's behind the camera? Any ideas, Tommy?
Yeah, I think Andre should try to take it off road because it's going to have the worst ride in the world.
It might have cushy
some weight.
seats. We're buying this thing sight unseen, so
Yeah.
we're just looking at the pictures. How much are we at? 3,000?
3,000. We just bought an F-600.
100.
I mean, I did.
Well, you just bought an F-600.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you, Andre. Thank God it's you and not me.
Okay.
Monday we're going to pick it up. Andre, we made it to Silver Plume. Plume! Silver Plume, we're here! Oh, Jesus, there's your truck. Holy cannoli, it's right there.
Whoa! It's right there?
It's right there, it's ready for pickup.
Oh, that's a sexy piece of machinery right there. Look, it's clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle.
Well, you got to take it for a first drive, dude.
Yes.
Fuel gauge don't work. It's on this tank.
Okay.
And this is the only one we ever put any gas in.
Okay. They're pretty tough, huh?
Yeah, they're tough as shit.
Well, jump in.
They're getting harder and harder and harder to find.
Yeah. 4x4. I wonder what should I do with this, Roman? Convert it? Leave the box? Do a different bed?
I think the first thing I do is figure out how to get it on the trailer. You know, the interior's actually not bad. And look, Andre actually got, this is a little troubling. It looks like water, so maybe it's got some issues with the radiator. He bought a free screwdriver. So the owner says he drove it up from Evergreen.
Yeah.
So you can drive it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if it's safe enough to drive.
Look, I think a little light seat will work on it.
If it's safe enough to drive down, because we were measuring the trailer. Front wheels might just make it. Well, let's take it for a ride, man.
Grow some balls.
We're gonna grow some balls, Andre.
Steering, it's got good brake.
And it's got gears, right? Slow you down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, 55 mile an hour is the max this truck can do. You'll blow it up.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just what they're made for.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I wouldn't go any faster.
It's not a
But
high-speed
they'll
truck.
go up that fucking mountain right there, too.
Bam.
Split rims, though, man. That's a little sketchy.
Well, those are Widowmakers, but
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, if you want to change it, it's like a Zuzu. You got to get
Oh, NPR or something.
Yeah.
The cab over.
Box truck,
Cab
yeah.
overs,
They're
right?
the same wheels. That's the only way you get rid of those. Yeah. The trunk doesn't work, so you got to punch the hell out of it when it's full.
Okay. Hold on. So this is the emergency brake.
Right.
Down. Okay, now it's got such low gears that I can probably start in second.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, the clutch, the engagement point is all the way up high. You know, it's not like all the way out.
How's that turning radius, Andre?
Oh, the turning radius is amazing.
Did you see the size of the rear axle on this?
Yes. It's like a full-on Class 8 semi-truck.
Sounds happy when it's revved out.
Oh, the sound of this beast is something else, Kase.
You got yourself a real truck here.
We're truckers.
This sounds good.
Oh, dude, it's easy. I called our friend Dan Atkinson,
Yeah.
and I was telling him about this truck. He also said this truck is really cool. And he said 1976 was a 200th anniversary of this country.
That's true.
So 1776 versus 1976. This truck name might be Freedom. Let's pull up to the trailer and see what happened. Roman,
You bought a badass, cool truck. That's what you
so the
bought.
four-wheel drive lever almost doesn't move.
Okay.
The 4 low, 4 high almost doesn't move. The brakes don't hold it. I mean, the parking brake doesn't hold it.
That's
so-
par for the course, dude.
So it's got some
Issues?
character. No, it's got some character to it.
Yeah, well, it's an old truck, dude. Okay, perfect. Straight now. Straight up. Okay, keep coming. Okay, now put it in 4 low. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Roman, what have I done?
You might
Whoa.
break our trailer. I mean, we really need a bigger trailer, Andre. Let's see what the weigh safe. Let's see what the weigh safe
Yeah,
says.
can you take a look?
Yeah, 1,200 pounds, Andre.
What?
1,200.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, 1,200 pounds.
Busting out the turnbuckles, Andre.
Yeah, we do. You know, this is pretty heavy machinery, so we gotta be secure and get it secured properly. Look at the size of this
Dude,
differential.
it's like 3 of your heads.
And also the U-bolt is like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And the lift block, I don't know, what is this, 8 inches?
Pretty cool, man.
Andre, some folk out there might be thinking, why didn't you grow a pair and drive it back to the ranch? And there's 2 reasons, I think.
Well, I think 7.0, I-70, that's one reason.
Well, I mean, I-70 is I-70, but the problem is we are at the steepest part of I-70,
Yeah.
and that truck doesn't have something that this truck has, which is this button right there.
An exhaust brake?
Yeah, exactly. So, number 2, this also, like I said, is the steepest part of I-70, and I just want to make sure that you go home to your lovely wife tonight.
Instead of
A helicopter ride to Denver.
Yes. And also, like the previous owner said, the top speed of this working truck is about 55.
It'd be a long ride.
It'll be a long ride.
Or a fast ride if the brakes go out. It might go faster than 55.
So I would rather check systems over and take it for a drive near
The
our ranch.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you know how everything works before you jump into the deep end. So what I would suggest is we go down the steep part here using the Duramax's
Supreme technology.
exactly, and then maybe stop at the gas station, make sure it's tied down good, and make sure the trailer's not snapping in half. Before we head on back to Boulder, what do you say?
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Guys, we got the truck to Tumbleweed Ranch, and David, how you doing?
Good, I met you here just so I could see it. I got excited when I saw the picture.
I know, I wanted your opinion on this because, you know, it's kind of a big deal for me.
Yeah.
So, first of all, 1976 F-600, but I wanted with you to go around it and kind of look at the big components, the axles, the transfer cases, and see what we have.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's valuable in my opinion. So where'd you find this in the first place?
Well, it was peak auto auction, and it was in Silver Plume, Colorado,
Oh, okay.
which was high elevation. Wow, it's windy.
It is windy. It's like about ready to blow away.
Okay,
So you bought it at an auction?
yeah.
Okay.
$3,000.
$3,000?
Yes.
Holy smokes, that's a good buy.
Yes. So, what do you think this truck used to do? Because look, Mount Bachelor is a ski area, but the color of this truck is red. I mean, not orange, right?
Right.
Because if you look inside, look at this.
Yeah.
If you look inside the doors, it looks basically red.
I think it's a fire truck.
You think it was a fire truck?
Yeah. I bet it was a wildland fire truck because typically they're 4-wheel drive.
And also, this looks like a fire truck over here to
Yeah.
me. A little
I bet
bit
it had
too.
a tank on it of some type, and then it had the toolboxes for all your equipment.
Yes.
So it makes sense, especially coming out of Oregon.
All right, now let's take a look at the axles really quick.
So I climbed under there.
Yeah.
I took some pictures. They're all Rockwell.
Everything.
Everything. Transfer case,
Axles.
front axle. I took pictures of all the tags.
Yes.
They are
Actually, let me take the camera.
more than likely it's all original Rockwell axles.
And we got pictures of all the tags.
Yep.
And what about the ratios, the drive ratios?
I think it's a 680.
680?
Yeah, because it was said ratio 0-680.
Yeah.
Which,
That's really low geared.
Yeah.
Because the engine doesn't make a lot of power, right? It's
Yeah.
361
Yeah.
V8. But in order to move a heavy vehicle like this, it needs gearing.
well, if it was a wildland fire, it had a water tank and it was very
Which was
heavy.
very heavy.
Yeah, so you'd want it low geared.
And then it's a divorce transfer case, right?
Yeah, and that was typical of a lot of Fords at the time. But
So
this
can
one's
I call it
kinda-
a high boy?
This one's, well, this is different because this is passenger side drop on the transfer case.
Uh-huh.
Whereas almost all Fords were all driver side drop.
Yeah.
You know, the early Chevys were passenger side drop, but so Rockwell, you know, that's the way they were made. So
So that's the Rockwell transfer case, but it's divorced
Yeah.
from the engine transmission, because if you look, the transmission is up there, right?
Yep.
And it's got a drive shaft going to this
Yep.
this transfer case.
You have about equal drive shaft lengths, which is nice because that way you don't have to have a carrier bearing.
Okay.
So
And everything seems to match. The VIN matches, the engine matches, the year of the engine. So it looks to be all original.
yeah, and the only muffler it has on it is a little bitty cherry bomb thing right there. It sounds really good.
Can we open the engine, because we noticed a fuel leak, right?
Yeah, and you can smell it.
Is it down here?
Yeah, right here. This right here.
Oh, there's a pool.
There's a pool of it. It's definitely gas.
Okay.
It's,
Or some sort of gas mixture.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of dangerous. I mean, you don't want fuel just sitting out in your engine bay, do
No,
you?
So, I was
So,
just kind of.
so what do you think I should do with this? I mean, I want to put it on like different wheels and tires. I don't want a dually truck.
Yeah.
You know, I want it to be kind of a more of a, you know, just a private guy type of thing.
Yeah. Super singles.
But it also doesn't have a high speed. You know, 55, he told me, is the highest speed you could reach in this truck.
Well, I mean, when those axles are geared that low.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to have a transmission that had
more gears.
more gears.
Yeah.
This one's how many? 5? This is a 5-speed, isn't it?
I think it's a 5-speed.
Yeah, it's a 5-speed. But I doubt if 5 is overdrive. I bet it's still 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's still a working vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, it's made for doing what it was made for, which is going slow, crawling mountains.
With heavy water.
Yeah, so I don't know that you're going to make this a daily driver for the interstates going to work. Sorry.
Unless it was Cummins powered.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'd have to change the transmission, but
And the engine.
I do have a 24 valve at home that's in an old beater.
I've got this image in my head.
Yes.
I mean, look at all the room here.
Look at David.
All right, imagine this thing on 40s, Andre. Just
Yeah.
how badass that would
Well,
be.
40s would make it reasonable.
You
This
know?
is a 36 right
Yeah.
now.
Imagine this thing on 40s. Get rid
Yeah.
of the dualies in the back. Single rear wheel 40.
Yeah.
It would look so cool. Especially get rid of these pizza cutters. You know.
Yeah.
Put on some fat tires.
Yes.
You know, nice big wide tires, all terrains. It would
That will
look-
help the speed a little bit.
Let me build a camper for you, Andre.
Oh, a camper.
There's ideas popping
Well,
up.
David, I was talking on the phone. He had a really good idea, and that is find an old Airstream. That would look really cool.
Yeah, like a
Oh!
Whoa,
You almost got hit in the face.
like an old Airstream, you know?
Yeah, that'd be-
half an Airstream in the back.
yeah, like a 16-footer and put back here.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this thing. What do you think the payload on this bad boy is?
Unlimited.
yeah,
Whatever you say you want.
So this used to work at Mount Bachelor. I'm
my-
afraid I'm going to be a bachelor after this
I
project.
knew where you were going with that. Yeah, your bank account's going to be empty, and you'll
I'm
be a
gonna-
bachelor.
And I'm going to be living in this thing.
That's not all bad.
All right, guys, turn the camera on me. Look, TFL might be willing to invest in this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want to see this turned into like the ultimate camper.
Bachelor pad.
Yeah. Bachelor.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, the bachelor pad. Not a bad idea, actually. You already got
We call it the bachelor pad.
Yeah.
There we go. We got a name.
Let us know if that's what you want to see, because you know, if TFL decides that this is a series worth doing, if you want to see David and Andre, I mean, let's face it,
Yeah.
the Buhanka is kind of done.
Yeah.
Mostly done,
Yeah,
yes.
and there's really not room for his wife in the
No,
Honka.
we need more space.
So you could take your wife on your bachelor pad.
Exactly.
And your kids. This is big enough for your kids. Yeah, this is big enough for all
The whole
of it.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a $3,000 truck. You throw another what? 25,000 at it.
Yep,
And
yep.
You got something.
And you can take the whole family.
Family, yeah.
That's a way to keep your family together.
That seems like a bargain
Yeah.
to me.
Nice.
Bachelor pad keeps the family together.
Yes.
I mean, think about it this way: if you buy one of those like campers, you know what I mean? Those things are like 25 to 50.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And for that same amount of money, you could have an
A truck,
ultimate
yeah.
4x4
that
camper.
goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, let us know in the comments if that's what you want to see. If that could be our video series for the next year. All right, thanks.
Okay,
Ciao.
bye.